What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Light Up the Woods. Hello, my YouTube channel. I am so very glad to see you. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and do what we always do over here, and we're going to play the intro. Why? So I can get the song stuck in your head. All right? Let's go.
Light up the woods, light up the woods. One syllable at a time. Light up the woods, light up the woods. One video at a time. Light up the woods, light up the woods. One syllable at a time. Light up the woods, light up the woods. One video at a time.
Okay, so we are on day 22, hello, of our 30 Lessons in 30 Years series. So, before I begin, I kind of want to talk about a little something that I noticed. So, I'm sure y'all have figured out that I'm a Christian by now, because I didn't, well, I guess it's not always obvious. But hey, I'm a Christian. And in this journey, I have found out that a lot of the social norms that we have in, like, the world actually derive straight out the Bible. Okay, there's a version of it in the Bible somehow. All of the social norms and things that we expect people to do and how to behave and words to live by, they in the Bible somewhere. I jotted a few of them down for you in the blog on lightupthewoods.com. So these are a couple of them. Treat others how you would want to be treated. How many of you have heard that in your life? Treat others how you would want to be treated, right? Boom. That's Matthew 7:12. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law of the prophets. Hello. It's the same thing. Okay? Number 2. What goes around, comes around. You ever heard that? Y'all call it karma. Let's look at the Bible. Galatians 6:7. Do not be deceived. Hello. God cannot be mocked. Come on. A man, hello, reaps what he sows. What goes around, comes around. You reap what you sow. It's in the Bible. Y'all call it karma. We call it reaping what you sow. I'm just saying. Number 3, respect your elders. Ever heard that one? Ever listened to that one? I know some of y'all haven't because I went to school with some of y'all. Y'all was wild. Anywho, let's go to the Bible. Exodus 20:12. Honor your father and mother, that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. You know what I'm saying? Like all these social norms and ways to live, it's in the Bible. But we just have different words and we attribute it to somebody else. We say quoted by so-and-so. My teacher taught me that. No, baby, it's in the Bible. Now, another one, I'm going to give you, this is the bonus one. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. That is 1 Corinthians 15:33. What that mean? That means our lesson and topic of today. Choose your circle wisely. Choose your wisely. That's what that means. Now, now the truth of this is you're not always gonna get this right. No matter how hard you try. You're not always gonna be 100. Why? Because people gonna be people. People gonna be people. And people gonna be people all over your life. Okay? And that's where grace comes in. Remember, I always bring up grace. We have to have grace, right? But still do your best to choose your circle wisely. I'm going to read a little bit. Oh, actually, I'm not going to read. I'm just going to tell you what I wrote. You ever heard the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child? Okay, so in my mind, we are all still children. It don't care if you're 65 or 5. We're all still children. We're all still children of God. We are all still growing. And as long as we're all still growing and learning, we all still children. Okay, can we just start off on that same playing field? Cool. takes a village to raise a child. When you are an adolescent in age, your village is chosen for you. Your district decides what school you go to, and they choose your school village. Your parents decide where you live, so they choose that village. Where you are born is an automatic village, okay? Whether you was born in the Bronx or born in Haiti, that's your village, okay? The family you were born into, that's your village. All those things were chosen for you, right? Now you done got a little older. We're still children. We done got a little older. We in our 20s or 30s. We decided to move out. Now we're able to choose our own village. We get to choose our church family. We get to choose the neighborhood that we live in. Sometimes it's chosen for us by our finances because we can't afford something else, but you know what I'm saying. We get to choose where we live. We get to choose our friends. We get to choose our significant other. Now we have more say in our village. Now your village has a direct impact on who you are, how you grow, who you become, how you maneuver, and even have a huge impact on the trajectory of your life, even though you don't want to believe that. You don't want to believe it, but the people around you can directly influence you. You have the ability to choose those people. Choose wisely. Now, how do you choose your circle wisely? I wrote in the blog 3 things. Number 1, you have to decide what is important to you. Everybody's circle don't have to be the same. What's important to you? Like for me, loyalty is big for me. Once I feel like you're not loyal, I get a little nervous. Now, loyalty can be defined as different things. For me, loyalty means that I could turn my back and I know you got it. Somebody can come to me and say, Wood, so-and-so said X, Y, and Z about you. And I could confidently say, no, they didn't. That's my people's. And if they did, I'm sure there was a non-malicious reason behind it. And I'm going to go talk to them about it. Because they're loyal. Loyalty means when I'm down, that doesn't mean that you're down, but it also means that you're going to be there for me. I have a friend, neighbor, she lives downstairs from me, and in the midst of her joy, she can lament with me for my pain. And in the midst of her pain, she can celebrate with me for my joy. Like, my pain doesn't have to affect her joy doesn't have to affect my pain, and the other way around. But we can still be there for each other, even if we're going through totally different things. Loyalty. Communication is big for me. Either be a great communicator or be willing and able to learn how to communicate, right? Because there's always room for growth. But if I can't trust you to communicate with me, that leaves a lot of room for miscommunication. That leaves a lot of room for infiltration. I don't need that in my circle. Okay? So those are 2 things that are important to me. You have to decide what's important to you for your circle. Okay? Number 2, the test of time. This one's difficult. This one's going to weed some people out. People can only pretend to be something but for so long. People can pretend to be your good friend but for so long. People can pretend to have your back but for so long. The right opportunity, the right situation pop up. Oh, baby. Time will tell. And it sucks sometimes. You feel it in the pit of your gut like, damn, that was my homie, for real. It's okay. Let time weed them out. I like to throw out feelers. If I give you something and it come back to me from somebody else, I think I said that in the last video, but it's true. How they know the thing that I told you? In due time, they always show their cards. And that also means that in due time, you will see somebody's track record and realize they always been there for you. They always been honest with you. They always had your back. They always supported you. Time will tell whether the good or the bad, but time will tell. And number 3, I wrote pray. Pray, pray, pray. The way I wrote it in the blog was pray and ask the Lord to show you. God knows his children, and he knows who would be a great addition to your circle. He will help you see. Pray. Lord, I need you to expose the snakes in my garden. Lord, I need you to expose the roots in my tree, the ones who are really going to be there for me. Lord, I feel like I'm in between a rock and a hard place. Can you please clarify for me who around me is good for me and who around me I got to let go of? Lord, I need you to bring some new people into my life, but Lord, I need to be able to trust them. I need them to be able to be strong parts of my circle. And believe that he will. Because he will. He will. Why is choosing your circle important? It is drastically important because it can drastically affect where you end up in life. Now, I just found out about this comedian. I had to get closer to y'all because, child, I just found out about this comedian called Ali Sadiq. Okay, apparently he's been out here for a long time. I just started seeing his videos on YouTube, and I have been binging some Ali Sadiq. Okay, now he tells this story about, I'll put the link in the bio so you can watch it because it's actually pretty funny, even though it's serious. He tells the story about why he was in prison and how he was about to commit murder in prison of one of the COs, right? He had this plan down pat. He speaks about 2 people in there that he could trust, knowing. So, he is inches away from committing this crime, which is going to end him in prison. Well, he's already there, but keep him in prison for the rest of his life. And these 2 went out of their way to come and stop him just in the nick of time. This story could have gone completely different if he had the wrong circle. They took it upon themselves. They took the initiative to have his back to save him from himself. Imagine he had some passive friends who were just like, well, he gonna get what's coming to him. It's his decision. Yeah, it's his decision, but you're in his life. Maybe you should speak into it. Maybe you should help him. They could be ones who actually go on and snitch. Oh, he about to do so and so. You don't think nobody in your circle gonna snitch on you? The right opportunity has not shown up yet. And I'm not saying that's everybody, because you have some loyal people, I'm sure. I've got some good people in my circle. I know this. I've also had to weed out a few. Time and the right opportunities. I've had to weed out a few. You don't need no passive friends who just gonna let you wither, who just gonna let you do what you do. You need friends who are going to take the initiative of having your back. You need friends who are going to take the initiative of speaking wisdom into your life. They say iron sharpens iron, but both irons have to sharpen each other. It can't just be one way. You gotta choose your circle wisely. The right people will speak love into your life, will speak wisdom into your life, will speak encouragement into your life, will speak support into your life. The wrong people will do the opposite. The right circle will either lift you up or bring you down. You got to choose your circle wisely. Your circle is only as strong as its weakest link. But if your weakest link is made out of vibranium, baby, you good. You good. But I always have to say, have grace. Some people make mistakes. Don't be like, they not loyal because they chill. Learn to forgive some people. Okay, have some grace for them. Also, make sure you choose your circle wisely. That makes sense? Alright, well, I love y'all for watching. I love y'all for listening. I love y'all for subscribing, because you did subscribe, right? Okay. Alright, well, until I see you again, you have a duty to shine your light in this world, so go on and light up the world. Bye.